evening all. Constable R. Swipe at your service. Now, believe you're here to, let me see now.
What are you droning on about now, eh?
Yes, sir. Where were we? Believe you're here to try your hand at solving a certain conundrum that, shall we say, perplexed the police force in the local hereabouts.
Well, of course. They're here to solve the mysterious murder.
That's it. That's exactly it. You're here to try your hand at solving a mysterious murder.
Otherwise known as a murder mystery.
Yes, you could call it that, I suppose.
Well, get a move on then. You're making the place look very untidy.
Ooh, sorry.
Well, what's wrong with him then?
Oh, yes, well,
If you look at that ruddy notebook one more time, I'll shove it so far up your backside, you'll be able to scrape your tongue with it. Now get out of my kitchen.
there's no need for that, my good woman. No need at all.
Shift it then. I need to get my muffins out.
Surely not.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, present to you this evening the facts surrounding a murder that took place in this vicinity, and which it was my good fortune to help solve. So, soak up as many clues as possible, along with copious amounts of alcohol, by the looks of this unsavoury bunch right here, and let's see if you can deduce who the dastardly murderer was. I wish you a good evening.
Move it then, you useless love.
Hurry up, girl, or I'll knock tuppence off your wages.
All right, keep your hair on.
Keep your hair on? Oh, you've got such cheek. That's halfpence off.
But I'll clip you around the ear hole if you don't shut your mouth. Ah, that's a very nice wig Mr. Snodgrass is wearing.
Wig? I'll give you wig. This is real hair.
Oh, it's real hair, all right, but unfortunately, not yours.
Get out. And what glorious concoction have you thought up for tonight's dinner, Patsy?
I got a nice bit of jugged there and Brussels sprouts, Mr. Snodgrass, sir.
Oh, a real culinary delight.
And sirloin steak for the rest of us.
Why, shouldn't that be the other way round?
No, indeed. It's no good them sitting up there on their arses expecting us to run ragged around them without decent food inside of us, now is it?
All right, sorry I spoke.
And so you should be. Oh no, it's that incompetent clown Billy Butterfingers. I have very low expectations of him, and he still somehow lets me down.
I've come to save you all from a life of servitude. It is I, Sheik of Arabic.
Watch out, you old gawkish lunkhead.
Ooh, you look just like Rudolph Valentino.
Do I?
No.
You should be doing something useful with your time, my boy, not wasting every penny you earn in the picture palace.
It's worth it to get a snog in the back row, though.
Oh.
Get off with you, you rum and you.
Yes, sir. And how's my little maid this morning?
Tired of being pushed around.
Take that, and there's another one coming on its way if you don't get moving.
I'm knackered as well.
Oh, May, you have such a way with words. Let me take you to my tent in the desert where I can ravish you.
Get stuffed.
Well, run along then, Butterfingers. Get upstairs and polish the silverware, and try not to dent it this time, or that's the last time we let you loose on her ladyship's precious jugs.
I bet you'd like to be let loose on her ladyship's precious jugs, wouldn't you, Mr. Snodgrass?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
I said, I bet you'd like to be let loose.
So get a move on, Butterfingers, and do something useful!
I'm going.
Here, take these for luck.
Get out of my way, you utter retard.
Sorry, Mr. Tarquin.
Don't you dare, Mr. Tarquin, me.
Sorry, sir, I should be going.
Don't. Where do you think you're going? Get on the floor and give my shoes a wipe.
Yes, sir.
Go on, rub it, spit on it, do the works.
Hello, my little Duffy, how are you today?
Get your filthy, warty hands off of me, old woman.
Oh, you love us old Patsy, really, don't you?
Certainly not. Your smell is bad enough to peel the paint off the walls.
Oh, you love a good joke with old Patsy.
Joking? Who's joking? Get the hell away from me.
Well, I don't know what I've done to upset you. Thought you'd have a soft spot for your old wet nurse. Used to love me when you was guzzling away.
My mum told me you always grow up to look like your wet nurse. Is it true?
What? Why would you even say that?
Something to do with catching her germs and stuff like that. Oh, I don't know.
Jesus Christ!
All right, I didn't mean anything by it, sir.
Are you insinuating that I look like that old trollop?
Not really, sir. I don't know.
Seems like only yesterday it does. Good times, good times.
Not for me, they weren't.
You were a hungry little monster, you were. Latched on like a limpet. Stayed there till you were practically 4 years old.
4 years old? 4 fucking years old?
Can't you remember it, my little goosey?
Dear God, woman, if there were any way of remembering it, I'd take a 12 bore and I'd blow my bloody brains out.
If you could find him, that is.
And anyway, why couldn't my stupid, ineffectual mother feed me herself?
Aware wasn't in the right state of mind, or was it? Can't remember having you, let alone feeding you. 48 years old she was when she had you. It's not natural.
Now, Patsy, you shouldn't talk about her ladyship that way.
Peed herself every half hour she did. Good job she had my herbal infusions to keep her going.
Lady Eugenia is a walking miracle.
If you say so, Mr. Snodgrass.
Even if she does live in the attic and rock in the corner.
What are you still doing down there, you pleb?
Looking at Miss May's skirt.
I thought I'd find you skulking down here with serfs, Piggy.
Mrs. de Commoner, what a delight.
Oh, Snodgrass, did I forget to tell you I'm reverting to my maiden name?
It would seem so, Mrs. de
Or
Commoner.
perhaps I did tell you, but you have simply forgotten, Snodgrass.
If you say so, Ma'am.
In any case, please do not call me by my married name any longer.
Very well, Miss Marie.
Would you care to elucidate, sister?
My marriage is to be annulled, Piggy, and I shall once again live at Great Muckleton Manor.
What? Says who?
Oh, just until I find another husband, dear. I've taken my old room back, so your belongings are on the landing.
But doesn't a marriage have to be non-consummated to be annulled?
Oh, indeed. Walter assures me that our marriage is indeed non-consummated, whatever that means.
But you were married for 10 years, sister.
Even so, I am too dignified for all that disgusting nonsense.
Begging your pardon, like, ma'am, but, surely you knows you must, consummate the marriage. Otherwise, how are you gonna have little uns?
Why, the stork, of course.
The stork, ma'am?
Yes, the stork. I shall annul my marriage to Walter, find a much more compatible husband, and the stork will pop by and drop our little ones in due course.
Well, you shouldn't have married the stupid commoner in the first place, sister.
Thanks to you, Piggy dear, I had no choice.
Don't be ridiculous. Even you could have done better than that sweaty-assed farmer with a one-horse cart.
Actually, he had 2 acres.
I bet he did, and you're finished with him.
I would have inherited if you hadn't come along, you
Yawn.
spoiled little brat.
Yawn, frigging yawn. It's not my fault the reckless old tart got herself up the duff.
Now, Lord Tarquin, you shouldn't talk about your mother like that.
I don't give a tramp's turd about my mother.
Well, you really should.
I
They'll
know.
be down here in a minute, you know that.
Tarquin, where are you, boys? Tarquin, where are you, you scoundrel? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I can't find you. Where is he?
Oh, Piggy, there you are, darling.
Who let you out?
Oh, my sweet little Piggy.
Why do you insist on calling the blight a piggy?
Because he's my cute little porker, aren't you, darling?
Step back, strumpet.
Are you sure it's not because he's a blasted swine?
I think you'll find, sir, it had something to do with the initiation ceremony you took part in so enthusiastically prior to being sent down from Eton.
Do tell.
It was part of the Young Gentlemen's Club, you see. In order to join, the young men had to, well, you know.
No, Snodgrass, I don't know.
Well, they had to put their,
Yes, the young gentleman had to put
they had to put their penis into the mouth of...
Oh, for God's sake, all right. I put my cock in the mouth of a dead pig.
Well, it's a good job you didn't go into politics like your cousins. They'd never hire in a prime minister who'd get up to that sort of mischief.
I wouldn't bank on it.
A dead pig, you say? Jolly rummy. Sorry, Mummy, indeed. Back in my day, all you had to do was shag the matron or piss in a police officer's helmet. Well, times do change.
We have some wonderful news for you all.
Oh, the bloody gag's playing up again. Patsy, my sweet Patsy, my dear, you better fetch me a stiff brandy.
I've only got cooking brandy down here, sir.
Oh, that'll do the trick, thank you. Oh, yes, a mug. That's great. Fill her up for me then, Patsy, yes. Yes. Little more. Little more. Little more. Come on, keep it coming, yes. Thank you, my dear.
Maximilian, remember you have to drive to the railway station later.
You're right. Better have one for the road then. Snodgrass, hand me that bottle. Hand me that bottle. Thank you, Susan. Yes, here you are. Bottoms up. That's much better. I'll be able to drive the car much easier now.
Right, what's all this news then? I better get to Jaunty's before that big fat glunt Bunty Bright Watson guzzles all the venison again.
Oh, darling, you won't be dining with your friends tonight.
Oh, I think you'll find out well.
But we're having visitors.
Oh, but I don't give a fucking shit!
Visitors, ma'am? And they're letting them meet you.
Yes, cook. That's what we came to tell you. You'll have to scrap whatever ideas you had for tonight and prepare a feast instead. If you don't mind, that is. Piggy, you'll be so excited.
No, I won't.
Oh, but you will.
I really won't.
Your cousins, Rupert and Sebastian, are passing through on their way to Westminster, and they'll be stopping the night and dining with us.
So?
Oh, are they really? How exciting! What shall I wear, Mummy?
Well, I was thinking we could go
How shall I do my hair? I'll need something classy, but a bit trampish, you know. What about your black Chanel gown now that you've lost your figure?
They won't be looking at you, sister. They'll be after the maid.
I'd like to see him try. Even the stable lad hasn't got past first base, and he's been trying for months.
That stable lad's a bloody amateur.
Yes, well, you're too ham-fisted to get anywhere, aren't you, Billy Butterfingers?
I'd like to have a go, though, if that's all right with you.
Oh, bog off, Billy. You're always getting us into trouble.
Oh, isn't it such a bore when the servants think they are entitled to have fun? You're not real people, so do stop acting like it.
Very well said, Marie.
Yes.
Servants are barely human, one finds.
Mummy.
Patsy, I would suggest...
I don't need any of your suggestions. So hop in.
Very well, Marie. Come along.
Oh, I'm all of a dither. Two very attractive men. How exciting. What's that,
Everybody obviously wants the car brought round.
Well, you heard your lordship, Butterfingers. Go and fetch the car for him.
Not to be rude in that, but I'm sure he's capable to drive.
Oh, he'll be fine. Come along, Marie.
Well, you heard your ladyship. Get a move on, boy.
If you say so.
Don't you dare touch that car, you jug-eared piece of horse shit. I shall drive the Bentley myself.
Oh, how sweet, Piggykins. Are you going to collect your cousins from the railway station?
Don't be ridiculous, Mummy. I'm only 14. I'm just going to bring the car home for Daddy.
Now this I have to see. Last time he tried to drive, backed right through the stable, flattened 2 ponies and a goat.
I'm coming with you. I could do with a good laugh.
Do keep an eye on his lordship, won't you, Timothy?
Certainly, Mum.
We don't want him crunching the Bentley into the fountain again. The insurance will never pay out.
Of course, Eugenia. I mean, milady, of course, if you wish.
Marie, let us sally forth and get our glad rags on.
Mummy, can I wear your diamond earrings? You're far too old for them now, you know. They will suit me much better.
No, you can't.
Mr. Snodgrass, could you fetch me a bottle of vinegar from the cellar, please? Oh, and tell that lazy May Moppet to bring the dishcloths in off the line. Mr. Snodgrass! Ruddy Nora Patsy, do it yourself. Do it yourself.
And they're off! Blue blinders off the line at the speed of light and... where am I?
Evening all. Oh, there's nobody here.
Well, tickle my nipples with a partridge feather. Where the holy hell's everyone gone?
It's just what I was wondering, your lordship.
Oh yes, that's right, yes. I'm off to pick up my nephews from the steam station.
Oh, Mr. Rupert and Mr. Sebastian. How wonderful. We haven't seen them around these parts in several years, have we?
Peas and Piccadilly.
So you're gonna drive your automobile, are you, sir? What about the alcohol?
By Christ, you're right. I'll need more. I'll have to pick up some on the way.
But, your lordship, you can hardly walk in a straight line.
Oh, no need, orifices, sir. I'll take the car.
Well, amateur sleuths, what do you make of all that then, eh? That was the start of all this trouble, that was. You can see the way things were here at Great Muckleton Manor. What with her ladyship's nerves and his lordship's, well, is everything, really. Now I'll leave you to cogitate over your suit, freshly made by Cornish Patsy 2 weeks ago. Nothing out of a newfangled tin frock, oh no. You might find some crusty earwax, some old wart in there, but certainly nothing out of a tin. Evening all. Oh, so you survived a suit. Well done, well done. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. You've met the staff and family at Great Muckleton Manor, but you have yet to unearth their secrets.
Oh, Constable, I'm sure you underestimate them.
Do I? And how would that be possible?
Oh, you might actually have a point.
Well, where were we? Ah, yes. It's time to show our amateur sleuths the next piece of the puzzle. It is our story.
Ah, yes. The arrival of Mr. Rupert and Mr. Sebastian.
So, without further ado, let's watch the goings-on of the upstairs folk that very same evening.
Oh, if we must.
Having dined on the best foods and drunk industrial quantities of very fine wines, the evening has been jovial, and the inhabitants of the upstairs at Great Muckleton Manor and their guests await dessert.
Yes. Let's raise a glass to, family.
Family. And fond memories?
Fond memories, yes.
Gentlemen, do you think about the manor often?
Well, of course we do. It was our childhood home. Was it? Oh, yes, it was, of course.
Good times.
Still suffering from the old nerves then, aren't
A little, I must confess.
I remember when we were children, before the ghastly accident, of course, we used to make a right job of sneaking up behind old Aunt Eugenia
While she was napping in her chaise longue.
and blowing down her neck for a laugh. Made her jump a mile.
Oh, what a gaff. We love giving Aunt a blowjob.
Snodgrass! I've, spilled my drink?
Oh, no, your lordship. Would you like me to refill your glass?
Oh, that would be very kind of you, Snodgrass. Yes, that would be great. Just a smidgen. Perhaps a slightly larger smidgen. That's it. Keep it coming, my man. Yes, there we are. Oh, well, there's not a lot left in there. You'd best perhaps go run and get another bottle from the cellar. Yes.
Of course, sir. Butterfingers, charge the gentlemen's glasses while I fetch a new bottle from the cellar.
Mrs. Snodgrass.
I think I'm a little tipsy with all this excitement.
Nothing to do with the 3 large sherries you poured down your throat then, sister?
Marvellous. Marvellous. I'm a connoisseur, you know.
Rupert, you speak French?
Do I?
Oh, yes. A little French can get a boy like you a very long way with a girl like me, you know.
Can it?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh, no, he doesn't actually speak. Je ne regrette rien.
Oh, how terribly attractive. My legs have turned to jelly.
Bon voyage, bon voyage. I'm so jolly pleased to see you again, Cousin Marie. You've hardly changed at all, so chic, as we say in French.
Oh, how beautifully you do speak the language of romance.
Mais oui, je do, je do.
Perhaps you could teach me a little French.
Fair complete bonjour. I'm so happy to say I saved myself for the lady of my dreams, mon petit cochon.
What would that girl be like?
Well, he's just called you a pig, sister, so you can quite imagine.
Tall, with your colour hair and eyes.
Oh, Rupert, you naughty boy.
Oh, how super.
I think she actually fancies you, Whoops.
Well, of course she does. Who wouldn't?
And you might get her to marry you quite easily, you know.
Really, Sebastian, is this a thought that ever entered my head?
But I thought you said that's what would happen if our plan doesn't work out.
Now, brother dear, you're talking gobbledygook.
Oh, poo on toast. Have I put my foot in it again?
Just drink up, Sebastian. There's the good boy. A votre, health.
Health, yes.
I said, drink up, Sebastian.
Oh, Rupert, you are so manly.
Of course. Menage à trois.
What the actual?
I believe that cook is ready for you two to fetch dessert.
Very good, Mr. Snodgrass.
Christ on a bike, I've got a hole in my apron.
Can I access your bloomers, Stuart?
Let me see now. No.
Snodgrass! Snodgrass! Snodgrass!
Yes, sir.
Well, oh, there you are. Where have you been? I believe I will partake in a goblet of wine.
No, darling, you're too young.
Who the hell asked you at it, girl? Snodgrass the wine, please.
He can have a small drop. If you say so, Mom.
Bloody well think so. There we go.
Are you still working, Uncle Maximilian? Only I hadn't heard anything since reading about your huge faux pas in the newspaper.
Oh, Rupert, don't be so stupid. You've never read a newspaper in your life. You can't read.
Of course I can read, you dunderhead.
Working? Well, of course I'm still working.
Well, goody gumdrops for you then, Uncle Max.
That newspaper blew things completely out of proportion.
Oh, well, that's super, isn't it? High five. Yes, well.
Now, listen here, young man. I am a judge, which means I'm supposed to have opinions.
Yes, how true.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. I mean, if you don't have opinions on things, how can you judge other people properly?
Women over 30 permitted to vote. Next thing you know, they'll be bleating about wanting to have equal pay.
Oh, Father, do stop talking boring politics. Rupert, do you like us with blue eyes?
Mais oui, frère Jacques, dormez-vous.
Stop your girly twittering, Marie. Bloody Labour Party communists letting in all those shopping no-good immigrants.
Father. As a High Court judge, perhaps one should remain impartial.
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 Yes, impartial!
Oh, puddings, look how yummy.
One would think you would learn to dine rather more economically, considering your rather unfortunate gene pool.
Oh, nonsense. Mummy was just big boned is all.
Yes, he had a wonky metabolism, a creme de la creme, you know.
And I believe your father was positively gargantuan.
Gargantuan? Why, that's very kind of you to say so,
No,
Tarquin.
it isn't. It's an insult, you moron.
A putrid, pot-bellied Ponce was my brother Herbert.
Maximilian, that's your brother you're speaking about.
You didn't even know him, Tarquin. He died before you were born.
Indeed, but we've all heard the rumours.
So,
Uncle Maximilian, may we surmise that you held our father in somewhat low regard?
Somewhat? 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 What? Somewhat? Somewhat? What?
We were talking about Herbert.
No, who? Ow, Hubert, no! Never liked the fella. No, not one bit.
I must say that you're all in fact confirming my very worst suspicions.
Indeed. What suspicions?
Well, Rupert has a theory, you see.
Not now, Sebastian.
No. Rupert says that it must have been one of you that was responsible for Father's untimely demise.
Sebastian?
Ah!
I said not now, Sebastian.
Boys, you are being ridiculous.
Oh, is that a fact? Ridiculous, eh? Take a look in the mirror.
Excuse me, but you haven't been down for these here puds.
Oh, I say. That's more like it, isn't it? Where have you been hiding yourself, you paragon of feminine beauty?
How's that, me lad?
Oh, and rough around the edges as well. I like that in a woman. You are a woman, aren't you?
I was last time I checked. What's going on here then?
Apparently, we are responsible for Uncle Herbert's untimely demise.
How's that?
The idiot cousins have just made barely disguised accusations to that effect.
What a load of nonsense. Lord H shot himself by mistake. It's fact.
Indeed, it is nothing of the sort. We, that is myself and Sebastian, have always had our suspicions that it was not an accident at all.
Yes. Well, it's Rupert mainly. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But he's always right.
Yes, I do have my suspicions about what happened on that fateful day.
Rupert says it must have been one of you that shot him.
Oh, I feel faint. Marie, my smelling salts. Quickly.
Hey, Mummy.
No.
My God! Eugenia! That's an offer I simply cannot refuse. It's been years since I've seen your legs.
Are you quite all right, your lordship?
Never chatter, old bap, never chatter. Now, out of my way, my good man. And let the dog see the rabbit.
But your lordship!
Oh, can't it wait, Snodgrass? I've got some important business to attend to here. Oh, get those smelling salts away, Marie. No.
Let him get on with it, if that's all it takes to make him happy.
But she's out cold, your lordship.
Oh, that's never stopped me before, has it, Snodgrass? No. Nothing puts me off. Once I've got the urge, you should know all about that, Snodrick.
Why, you're worse than your brother, sir.
Worse than my brother! How dare you!
Those wild accusations could never be substantiated, probably.
No. And, I don't know what that means. A game of ping pong, anyone?
I'll have a go at you, sir. That's all right.
Not us, Billy. Proper people.
Wake up, Eugenia. You've slept long enough. Come on. Come along now. Yes, where was I?
We were saying that you're a murdering bastard.
You where was I? And can you improve upon that sacutation?
Yes, I think all sacutations can be improved if you try hard enough. Ow!
And I trust you have a very good reason for pointing the finger of blame at such a respectable family.
Oh, believe me, we do.
Oh, what happened?
We first suspected when the shotgun was found next to Father's body that some other bounder had fired the shot, but we couldn't prove it.
No. Yes. Probably.
There was a much smaller handprint on the gun, and we believe the owner of that handprint is the murderer.
Oh, duh! Everyone's hands would be small compared to his.
But that's preposterous. You could never prove such a thing.
They're bluffing, trying to catch you out.
You are smart, aren't you, you gorgeous bit of stuff? Come here. Let me run my tongue over that sweet little moustache.
Do you like it? I'm growing it out.
Even if you have a point, which I doubt, you can never prove anything this far down the line.
Oh, really? Never heard of fingerprinting then?
Oh, is it some sort
don't know. Why didn't you tell them about it, Whoops?
Fingerprinting is a technique used by Scotland Yard to determine whose sweaty, greasy, foul little hands have touched certain objects.
Bullshit. They'll never be able to find a way to do that.
Yes, we're in a truck. Yes, the house boughs of honey.
Au contraire, it is in frequent use and is being updated regularly.
What a load of old balls. It was years ago. They'll never find anything to pin on you now.
That's correct, you little skunk.
As it so happens, the shotgun is in our possession and is currently being examined and fingerprints are being lifted from it. Tomorrow morning we shall accompany a member of the local constabulary here to complete the final steps of the process.
And what will that be, you self-important prick?
Why, to take the imprints of the fingerprints of everyone in this room, of course, and in due course to match them up to the fingerprints on the shotgun.
Bullshit!
Oh, go stick a thorn in this up your ass!
As I suspected, a hostile reaction. Come along, Sebastian, we'll see these good people tomorrow.
But Rupert... Oh, very well. Thank you ever so much for the dinner, Lord and Lady S. It was magnificent. I'll see you in the morning. Night-night.
That Rupert, bloody walk over anyone, just like his father.
Any chance of a doggy bag?
Come here and say that!
Any chance of a doggy bag?
Don't lower yourself by talking to these loathsome murderers, Sebastian. Remember, we are the rightful owners of Great Muckleton Manor.
What's that? The rightful owners? What are you talking about?
If Papa had not been killed before we came of age, then we should be the owners, not you.
Yes. What he said.
If I remember rightly, and I think I do, at the time of your poor father's demise, you were stupid enough to think you would inherit anyway.
Yes, you undoubtedly killed him so you could inherit yourselves.
I say, we did think that, didn't we, Whoops?
No, we didn't.
No, but I distinctly remember you having a chat with me at the time, and you said, I'd be Lord of the Manor Sebastian, now that father's pegged it, and you thought he's second in command.
Don't be so silly, Sebastian.
Oh, the plot thickens.
How do we know those fingerprints aren't yours, Aunt?
Mine? Mine? Why on earth would you think that?
Perhaps you wanted your precious Marie to inherit. She had, after all, just turned 18.
Shall I take some of these puddings with us, Whoops?
Or you, Uncle Maximilian. You're perfectly capable of killing for your own gain. Come on, Sebastian, we're leaving.
But I haven't even had dessert. And it looks so blooming scrumptious.
Oh, really? How rude of us!
Dreadfully rude! At the same time, how dreadfully delicious. Try some, my dear.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, that is quite nice, isn't it?
Is there no end to your talents, my betrothed? We shall elope. We shall be married in Paris and return on the Orient Express.
The Orient Express?
Oh, please, Patsy. Have some more, I insist.
Rupert!
Rupert, how disrespectful!
Don't want to get involved, Aunt.
Why, you utter swine!
Sorry.
Take that! Miss Marie!
Look, everybody! What a terrible waste of food!
Can I actually try you for a drink, Miss Moppet?
Certainly, sir.
Still here then. What do you make of all that then, eh? Not quite as simple as you thought. Although I am certain that your mental faculties are impaired rather substantially by now, judging by the empty bottles. Tut, tut. Never seen the allure of alcohol myself, I'm afraid.
Boring, mate.
Boring?
Yeah.
Boring's that?
Yeah. Why have a drink?
Have a drink, did
Yeah,
you say,
yeah,
ma'am?
have a drink.
How much alcohol have you imbued this evening?
No.
Too much is the answer, ma'am. Right then, suppose I could try a little, just to warn off others who are tempted.
Yeah, go on.
Calm down. I'm on it. Cheers.
Murder on the Orient Express! Cheers.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I have prepared the necessary equipment to proceed with the process of fingerprinting all the members of the household that were present on the day of the death of your father.
You mean the murder, Constable?
Yeah, this looks interesting, doesn't it? Can I have a try?
We better just call it an unexplained death for now, then.
I still call it the murder.
Yes, well, indeed, yes. We better just ask them to come in then.
Yes, isolate them. Bring them in one at a time.
Ooh, maybe we could cross-question them. Or maybe a tiny bit of torture.
Bravo! That is the best idea you've ever had, Sebastian. It's the only idea you've ever had.
Right, well, yes, we better just ask them to all come in at once then, to forestall any chance of collusion. Mr. Butterfingers and Miss Moppet will bring them in and then keep their eyes open for any chance of any signs of bad behaviour or conspiracy.
We can't do that. It's not our place.
We're getting sacked.
Well, I'm sorry, guys, but I'm afraid you're going to have to.
Well, if we're going to get in trouble anyway, we may as well have some fun doing it.
Go on here, Miss Moppet.
Well, are you ready?
Not quite.
Right, we better be going then.
Come along, Miss Moppet.
You keep your hands to yourself, Billy Butterfingers.
Have I got time to tackle her bloopers?
No, not really, no, we'll have to wait.
Fair enough. I'm a patient man.
Right, so I understand you two are both important MPs, but I really don't understand how you've managed to arrange all this.
Well, Lloyd George knew my father.
Father knew Lloyd George.
Aha, yes, enter, please do. Yes, all come in once, one at a time, yes. All together now. Yes. Right, now, I shall...
In accordance with updated fingerprinting procedures, you will each take it in turn to place each of your 10 fingers...
Sorry. I've only got 8 fingers and 2 thumbs.
...onto the ink pad which you see before me. You will then be assisted by the constable in rolling each finger to cover them in the maximum potential of the ink held therein.
Are you sure about this, Whoops? I mean, their fingers will go all black.
Following this, you will then be assisted by the constable in placing each digit individually onto a piece of parchment, thereby leaving the imprint of each finger.
And thumb, don't forget the thumbs.
Or thumb. Said parchment, which we use to identify person or persons as yet unknown, who may have had hands upon the shotgun which was responsible for the death of my beloved father.
What happened to the French?
Et voila!
So, we stick the fingers in the ink, we roll on the paper, and then we can leave.
You're too smart for your own good, Tarquin.
Thank you.
You won't be such a clever dick if we find out the fingerprints are yours.
Indeed. I should be the cleverest of cleverics, as I was in fact in utero at the time of your father's death, and would have found it impossibly tricky to grab hold of a gun, or in fact any other article, outside of my own mother's placenta!
I would excuse you from any need for fingerprinting. Yes, just do take a seat over there, sir.
Thank you.
Very good. Well then, let's get this over and done with. I have a very important date with a bottle of vermouth in the library.
Ladies shitloads, perhaps I could ask you to have your fingerprints taken first, please.
Oh dear. Well, I suppose so.
That's it, Mom. Take your time. One finger at a time on this here ink pad. Now, do you have any recollection of the time in question?
Well, that's the thing, you see. I don't really remember much at all.
And, why is that?
Well, with Herbert being found...
With his brains splattered across the bottom of the garden, my lady.
Yes, with Herbert's brains being what he said. And then not a week later, I discover, to my absolute horror, that I am with child again.
Thanks, Mummy.
At the age of 48. Who would have thought? Terrible dilemma.
Again, thanks, Mummy.
I had to take to my bed for the whole of my confinement. Max insisted, you know.
Yes. Get up in that attic, I said, and lock yourself in for the duration. It's gonna be a rough ride.
I suppose you could say that I had a nervous breakdown.
Peed herself every half hour she did.
But of course, Constable, it was Patsy here that saved the day by offering to nurse little Tarquin for me.
Hump me sideways! Do we really have to go there?
And don't think me ungrateful, Patsy. If it wasn't for your herbal infusions, I may never have made it through that traumatic time.
Herbal infusions, you say, Mom?
Lord S asked me to make up a few concoctions with herbs and stuff, just so she'd think it was helping.
Oh, but they were marvellous, Patsy.
No, missus, just a bit of parsley and gin.
Afraid she's right, Eugenia. If they had any effect at all, they'd be purely psychological.
She still makes them. They're glorious. Honest, I had a glug the other day when nobody was about. Knocked me off my feet for 2 whole hours, it did.
Don't be stupid, Win.
I had hallucinations, I did. Nice they were. Well, sort of.
No, you didn't.
Yes, she did.
Thought I was a star turn in a music hall with swooshing skirts and a big feather headdress, being wined and dined in a posh restaurant by a rich gentleman.
Oh, hush, girl, no one asked for your opinion.
When I came to, I was lying spread-eagled on me bed. I'd slashed open me feather mattress and was chomping away at the springs.
Lovely image. Lovely.
Well, yes, I do ask Patsy for her herbal infusions now and again. I've grown rather partial to them over the years.
Well, I dare say there's no harm in it. That's it, Mom, all done. Can we have Miss Marie next, please?
Thank you, Constable.
Bonjour, Marie. You look absolutely delightful today. Eiffel Tower.
I have a buzzing noise in my ear.
Did you sleep well, my little plat du jour?
Annoying little gnat or something. I do wish it would go away.
Rupert, I wouldn't bother sucking up to her now, not after last night.
That's it, Mom. One finger at a time on this here ink pad. Now, do you have anything to add?
Well, Constable, I confess myself rather taken aback to hear my mother speaking so freely.
I'm sure that you were going to say.
Well, the truth is, 1 minute Father, Mother and I were unentitled relatives living on the West Wing, and all of a sudden, Uncle Herbert is dead and Father is Lord of the Manor.
Not so very strange, surely.
Oh, that's not the strange bit, you moron. I had just turned 18 and suddenly heir to all of this, and then Mother announces she is being given another child at her advanced age.
Given? Given? These things do happen, miss.
Oh, but those bloody selfish storks. Why, Mummy? Why then? Just when I turned 18 and began to fantasise about buying a yacht.
Those storks, eh? Can't live with them and can't live without them, unfortunately.
But if Piggy had not been born, or if he'd been born a girl, I would know. It was the law.
Yes, but only because my father was dead. Until that point, I was the heir.
Oh, but that's hardly my fault, though, is it? And now that I think about it, none of you knew of my impending birth when Herbert blew his bloody brains out.
Yes, well, I should have been lord had he not blown his... been murdered.
Ooh, and I would have been second in command.
Yes, that's roughly what you were, Sebastian.
It was common knowledge. Your father was a bit of a handful.
Yes, good old father was a bit of a handful, wasn't he?
Handful, pourquoi and handfel?
Oh, you could stop that bloody French rubbish. You've had your chance.
Ned.
In what way an handful, miss?
Massive penis! Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. Runs in the family, doesn't it, babe?
Well, he had an eye for the ladies.
I don't think it was just the ladies he had an eye for.
No, that's what I've heard. Anything that moved, allegedly.
Fussy he was not.
According to Desmond, it was footman before me. You had to stand with your back to the wall if Lord Herbert was around in a loose end.
Yes, he did have a particular liking for Desmond, I'm afraid. Many's the time he would go to stoke the fire in the upstairs library, and there would be Desmond, with his buttocks placed firmly against the adventure section, and a wide-eyed look of sheer panic on his face.
Oh, yes. He was a sex pest of the highest order.
The highest order. Good old father always bested everything again.
Right, well, is that it then? Can I go?
No.
Oh, I suppose so, Mum, yes.
Right. My turn.
No drinking, your lordship. No bad behaviour.
Oh, well, good job I keep spare. Yes. Now, let's get this over and done with quickly, because I have a bottle of library waiting for me in the vermouth.
Place one finger at a time on this earring.
I know what I'm doing, you claw-pobbered piece of tabble dung. Don't you patronize me. God save our gracious king. Da, 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 da.
Is she done, sir?
Oh my, who knew this could all be such friggin' fun?
Oh, you are so terribly tiresome, Father.
Oh, shut up, you little turd.
Yes, little turd.
Explain yourself, Pater!
You always have to chime in with your stupid piggy nose and ruining everyone's fun, don't you? Yes. And now, hang on, what's going on? Well, was I about to tell you about my dirty little secret?
No. You were just talking about what a turd your son is.
Wrong again, Thicko. Tell us about your secret, Uncle.
A secret? I do have a secret, yes.
Well, why don't you wait until you're sobered up, Uncle? You seem a little inebriated.
For God's sake, Sebastian!
I do have a secret. A dirty little secret indeed.
Come along then, sir. Let's get you for a lie down. Can't trust anything he says when he's in this state, Constable.
Oh, I suppose not, no.
You lie down. Are you coming with me, Patsy, my girl?
I most certainly am not.
Why not? Still haven't recovered from last time, eh?
What nonsense you do speak, sir.
Oh, come along, Patsy. You haven't forgotten old Maxie now, have you? And Maxie's little friend? Oh, naughty Max! Oh, what a scoundrel he can be when he's in the zone, eh?
Oh, stop this rubbish, Maximilian.
Rubbish, am I? Well, for your uninformation, that is indeed the dirty little secret that I have been hiding from you this whole time. The secret, which if revealed would be shocking to all. I have waited many years to reveal this secret, but now I will reveal to all of you the secret that I have been hiding this entire time is me and the cook at it like rabbits. Yes.
Stop the nonsense, Maximilian. I would have known.
How could you lower yourself to seduce the staff, Uncle?
Oh, I was just following your father's example, boy. He and I had very similar tastes, don't you know? Didn't we, Spatsky?
Sir.
My Spatsky. My precious Spatsky. Come and give old Maxie a snog. Oh, Patsy, you came very well recommended, don't you know?
I did not come well recommended. And for your information, it was me what seduced you. There! Is that alright for you then?
Yeah, lovely, thanks.
And for your information, Lord Herbert did seduce me. And it was no fun, let me tell you. So I hope you're happy now.
Butterfingers! Butterfingers! I need my shoes cleaned. I'm off out. I've had enough of all this shit.
No can do, sir.
No can do. I think you'll find you fucking well can do.
Orders are orders, so you can get stuffed.
Well, here are my orders. Get on the floor and wipe my shoes, or I'll boot you so far up your peasant arse you'll be able to clean your teeth with my shoe caps. Understood?
No, sir.
Ooh, you sound just like the cook, Mr. Tarquin.
No, sir! Fucking no, sir!
Ooh, you really do sound just like the cook, Mr. Tarquin.
Sound like the cook! Sound like the fucking cook!
And you got her stinking temper, sir.
Woo! Must have been from sucking on her milk bag, sir.
Till you were practically 4 years old.
Like a limpet, you were.
Oh, Mummy! Mummy! Tell me it all isn't true. Tell me it's all a big mistake and that Cornish fucking Patsy didn't rear me on her milk bags.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry, but it is true. Mummy was so poorly, you see.
Dear George! I remember you being ill in bed for most of my childhood. But Jesus Christ! forcing me to suckle on those limp, flaccid mammaries.
Well, they were quite perky in those days, to be fair.
Oh! This is just monstrous! I'm off out! And don't expect me to come home anytime soon. I'm going to the Young Gentlemen's Club to partake in a hog roast.
Oh, gross, eh? Likes his pigs, doesn't he? Wonder what Shendy's doing today.
Might I now bestow my fingerprints upon you gentlemen, so that I can return to my normal business of running the manor?
Certainly, Mr. Snodgrass, sir. Just ignore his lordship over there. Place one finger at a time on this here ink pad.
I have the gist. Thank you, Constable.
That's right, sir. One finger at a time. Now, do you have anything to add?
No. Lord Herbert's death, I'm sure, was a mistake. And he shot himself completely by accident in the bottom paddock, trying to scare crows with his 12-bore.
And you, really believe this, do you, sir?
As a matter of fact, Constable, I do. At that point, our present lord had to step up to his responsibilities. And then we discovered that his poor wife was with child at the grand old age of 48.
Oh, this is all far too much for me.
I'm so sorry, Eugenia. It had to be told.
Eugenia? You have the brass neck to call my aunt Eugenia?
Oh, well, that's her name, isn't it, you silly sausage?
Ow! Her ladyship was very upset by the whole ordeal. She took to her bed for the entire of her confinement, and we had to keep her going on Patsy's herbal infusions and not a whole lot else.
Peed herself every half hour, she did.
Well, at least you had Dr. Dabble with you to help things along.
Oh, no. It was just Patsy and Max there for the birth. Max was doing his usual thing of sitting in the corner, swigging on his hip flask, going in and out of focus. His eyes, you understand, not mine. And Patsy whipped away the baby as soon as he was born. I didn't see him again for another fortnight.
And you're, certain it was the same baby that was returned to you, are you, Mum?
Of course. He has a birthmark on his left buttock. And, of course, he has the shitload's nose.
Oh, that's a blessing anyway.
May I leave now, Constable? I feel I've suffered enough.
Yes, I suppose so, Mum.
Would you like me to accompany you, my lady?
Oh, no, that's quite all right, Timothy. Snodgrass. I'll be quite all right.
Right. You've got what you came for. So now you can get out of my house. Snodrick, see these gentlemen off the premises.
Certainly, sir. And would sir like me to see to it that his hangover remedy is left in the library?
Oh, no. Perhaps I should have it right now. I don't think I can wait that long. Hurry up, my good man, before the deities catch up with me.
Certainly, sir.
Oh, it's very kind of you, Snodgrass. Now off you tunnel. See these men out of here.
As you wish. Well, come along then, you two.
You're right, mate.
Off you pop, Snodders. We'll come when we're ready.
Well, look at you in your cheek. I'll make sure you two get your comeuppance.
Ooh, I'm so scared. No drinking, your lordship. No bad behaviour.
I say, what the devil?
Mate, I think the fun may be over.
What? Why?
It's back to being skivvies, I'm afraid.
Well, maybe we'll just have to make our own fun.
What, you mean your blues?
Yeah, why not?
Well, let's get started, shall we?
That's what I love about you. You're such a romantic.
What do you expect from Rudolph Valentino?
I think I'll be on my way as well, gentlemen, if I could just collect my things before I go. Good day.
Well, if it's just the three of us, why don't we go to lunch?
It's 10 a.m.
Breakfast then.
You'll be excusing me when I pardon it, gentlemen, but I do believe that you two have not had your what's it taken?
Fingerprints.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. What are they called? What are they called, young man? What are they? No, don't tell me. They're, the fingerprints. Yes. You two haven't had your fingerprints taken, and if I do remember correctly, you were both there the day that Shoebort died. Got something to hide, have you?
I don't know. But what I do know is that Rupert here won't marry your daughter anymore.
Shut up, simpleton.
Marry my daughter? I don't have a daughter, do I?
Marie?
Marry who?
Marie, your daughter.
Marry my own fucking daughter, you pervert!
Uncle, Marie, your daughter, and I do not wish to marry her anymore.
Oh, Marie. Oh, her. Oh, no, I don't blame you. She's hideous. Yes, she's just goddamn hideous. So hideous. But that's just it, isn't it? You thought you could get your hands on Muckleton. That's where I live, Muckleton Manor. You thought you could get your hands on Muckleton Manor. But you can't, because Tarquin is the rightful heir. Yes, he is. And you thought you would Marie marry, so you could get the property in your name.
Certainly not.
You shot your own father, didn't you? Come on, admit it whilst I'm sober. I won't tell anyone, I promise.
Certainly not. Why would I do such a thing?
Yeah. Well, basically, because you're bloody stupid, aren't you? You thought you could probably inherit it. No. You thought you could inherit. No. You thought you could inherit. Yes, you thought you could inherit it. Yes.
I say, we did think that, didn't we, Whoops?
No.
You thought you would that word. So you snuffed the porker out.
I will admit that I was surprised to discover that we would not inherit upon his death, but still there was no reason to kill him.
Yes, but perhaps you knew something we didn't know. Perhaps you overheard the servants saying stuff.
What sort of stuff, Uncle?
You know, gossiping and the sort. Yes, that's just it. You thought you heard the servants saying something about the women having his, what are they? The things that cry. Who knows what was going through your mind before you snuffed the porker out?
I still think you did it, Uncle, to get your greasy hands in his steak.
Well, you're wrong. And now, if you would please, get out of my house, because I have a very important date of importance with the bottle of library in the vermouth corridor. So, if you would please, kindly leave my house and never darken my doorsteps. Trevor!
It won't be your house much longer, Uncle.
No, it won't. Whose house will it be, Whoops?
Ours, obviously, and then this bunch of loathsome murderers will be out on their arses.
Come on! I've had enough of this nonsense! We're out of here! Come on!
Ah, still here then? Thought we might have gone home by now. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is all the clues that we are able to give you. So, make of it what you will.
Come on, my lad, let's get going!
We're ready.
Oh, the pain! Oh, the infernal cows! Patsy, my sweet, please, fill me a brandy, please.
Fuck off.
Maybe you should stay off the brandy, the medicinal brandy, darling.
What's that?
I said maybe you should stay off the brandy until the police get here.
What?
And they can sort out all this nonsense.
Lost it all, yes. The last thing we want is Daddy shagging all the servants again. How he got his leg over in the first place is a complete mystery.
Darling, that wasn't true.
And man will someday walk on the moon. You're in quite cuckoo land, woman, honestly.
No, please all stay where you are. This won't take long.
What are those two money-grabbing bastards doing here?
We've come to watch you squirm, Uncle.
Well, hello there, my darling.
Oh, Mr. Sebastian.
Come, my little warthog. Let us waste no more time. Let us set the date for our nuptials immediately.
Let's not wait that long. Let's elope now, eh?
Oh, keen, eh?
Oh, no, you don't, Patsy.
Back in a couple of weeks.
Nice try, but we have unfinished business here.
Unfinished business? What? That whole load of finger-licking business? No.
Yes, I guess it's absolutely nonsense.
Thank you. I'm afraid it has transpired that Lord Herbert Shitload was in fact killed unlawfully. Now I'm here to arrest the culprit. Silence, please. Thank you. Cornish Patsy, I'm here to arrest you on suspicion of murdering Herbert Shitloads. Please follow me to the police station where you will be formally charged.
I didn't do it.
I knew it.
Oh, you did you?
Well, of course. I suspected there wasn't something quite right at the time.
But you cleverly left it until now to mention it, Snodgrass.
Well, there was just something so odd about the way Lord Herbert died. And there was always something so dreadfully fishy about Patsy.
Probably a breath.
There she was, creeping around in the middle of the night, jumping at every mention of Lord Herbert Shitlows, and then shoveling her herbal infusions into Lady Eugenia.
So all that rubbish about you breastfeeding me, it was all bullshit.
That's what you were doing.
Well, yes, that's what she'd like us to think she was doing. She was just leading us astray with all these falsifications.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, but you were, because I sent for a bookstore about such things.
Oh, what things, Piggy dear?
Stalks and such like, sister. And what I learned is that a woman cannot possibly wet nurse a child if she herself has not had a child of her own. So there, yet another lie from the flea-ridden old tramp.
Oh, but I did have a baby of my own.
But my sweet, you're far too young and virginal.
And that baby, Piggy dearest, was you. So come and give Mummy a great big sloppy kiss.
Don't be so ridiculous. Tarquin is my son, isn't he, Maximilian?
Oh, I need a drink. Right, the cat's out of the bag. Let's get this over with. Now, it is obvious that Tarquin is my son. The shitload's nose gives that away.
Exactly, that's it, so there.
But it is in fact true that Patsy here is the mother.
What? How?
Well, we didn't know how to tell you at the time, so we hid all her lumps and bumps underneath her apron until the boy was born.
But obviously I would have known if I was not with child.
Well, it's pretty hard to know anything at all, Eugenia, when you're conked out on the herbal infusions all the time.
Oh, thank Christ for that.
Your father, Tarquin, is, or should I say was, Lord Herbert Shitload.
What? No, that's not true. I don't accept that.
I say, this is good news, isn't it? What does it mean?
Once he'd had his wicked way with me, he taunted me, threatened to throw me in the workhouse. So I killed him.
No, Patsy, there's no need to say that.
Yes, I did. I followed him down into the lower paddock, knocked him out with a brick in my handbag, and shot his lardy arse filled with buckshot.
But, we had this thing with the what's its name was the crying and the...
I'm afraid not. See, I couldn't let the poor little mite grow up in the workhouse, so I seduced you and told you it was yours.
Hold on here. So does this mean Piggy is not my brother? No blood relation at all?
Oh, fudge cake.
Say, Whoops, do you know what this means? It means you have a new brother. Come here, Tarquin. Oh, big hug for brother. You should stay in my room until you settle in. Oh, we should have midnight feasts and we can play tiddlywinks in the morning.
Jesus, this is a nightmare! I'm gonna kill myself!
So, the little shit isn't mine.
I'm afraid not.
Yippee! Good news, good news!
Come with me now, Patsy. There's no going back after your confession in front of all these people.
Well, farewell, my pockmarked little beauty.
Wait for me, my love.
No.
Write to me then.
Oh, but you can't read, and neither can I.
Fair enough.
Mummy!
I'm not your mummy, Tarquin, so you can go find somebody else to insult. Come along, Timothy. My jugs need good seeing to.
Certainly, milady. My pleasure.
This is a nightmare! I'm gonna top myself! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna...
So you have nothing to live for.
I know, exactly! Oh, God!
Give me a cabbage!
Oh! Kill me with a banana! I just can't do this anymore!
I say, don't you think you ought to do something? You're absolutely right.
Try this.
Piggy dear, if you're intent on doing this, I'll pop and get a revolver. Just saves you the trouble of trying and failing.
Oh, thank you, sister. You're
Yes,
so
I know.
kind.
She's your cousin.
Cousin.
Right then, come on along, Sebastian. We'll put a gun in your pocket.
Oh, very well.
Well, mate, seems everyone else is having fun.
We may as well join in.
Can I have a crack at your bloomers?
Suppose so.
I'll give you to the count of 1 to 5. 1, 2, 5.
So, the fat, stupid warthog was my mother, and the stupid, ugly lardass was my father!
you out of my kitchen and into a nice, safe asylum.
Mummy!
Your mummy's gone to prison.
Daddy!
Your daddy's dead.
I'm a little pink piggy. I'm a pig! I'm a pig!
Would you like me to bring around the car to the front, Uncle? I'll take that as a yes. I'll try to mess with the brakes. Back in a jiffy.
Hop in, lad.
Oh, thank you, kind sir. Where are we off?
Oh, I can't get the thing started, my boy.
Let me! I'll do it!
Come on!
Oh, I can't wait for me! Where are we going?
Shall we go to the golf course first, my boy?
Yes! Shall we pick up Brigadier on the way?
That's a great idea, Lady Helen.
To Luna, what a glorious day! And what enormous fun we will have!
who've given up so much of their time to do this and to raise funds for our much maligned charity.